How do you create a nice synergy between font, photos, and design elements? What makes a compelling layout? I created a quick flyer for a gym with some generic promotions. What makes this layout work well? First off, it starts with a large, obvious headline or main attention grabber. It is a nice, clean sans serif font with a little spacing between the characters to add a little breathing room. It is obviously the main initial draw of the flyer. It is white, so it has the highest contrast color against the dark background of the entire ad. Try to make sure your headlines are not too long. It is nice to break them up and put the remaining, not as important part of the headline in a smaller subline text. I brought out the green to connect it with the bottom of the piece so it seems like there's one consistent color scheme. A powerful photo always works wonders. In this case, it's more of a dramatic black and white photo with a little bit of a green hue filter on it. Once again, to tie in our colors. It is not larger than the headline, so it provides a nice balance for the layout. When you have a good bit of information to deal with on one small flyer, it is best to have a way to divide up that information so it's not overwhelming or busy. I highlighted some of the text with green that I thought was more important. Any way to help the viewer break down a lot of information will help dramatically with the overall feeling of the design, and color is a way to do that. We have an obvious call to action. It is our main theme color of green, with a nice high contrast black. There is spacing between the lettering so it has a chance to stretch further across the bar and have some breathing room. I have now shown the viewer where to go for their next steps. You do not come up with this kind of layout on your first shot. It takes some playing around with the main graphic elements to find out what seems to click. I struggled with the right headline font and placement for a while until I figured out that it was the photo that needed modified. And once I kind of tweaked the photo a little bit, the headline seemed to really fall in place. This is another mock-up advertisement for a local college. Notice the nice readable headline that seems to pop out on the white bar? I made sure the photos in the collage all had balance, using the right combination of people shots and object shots, tight shots and wide shots, and even used color to add contrast to certain ones too. Notice the even white spacing between the elements? I used the font from the college logo in the headline to provide a nice font theme and to provide consistency throughout the advertisement. Also, as I mentioned in the typography lessons, I used a strong serif font and paired it with a sans serif font for contact information, so those lines did not compete with each other. In the end, I decided to add a little angle to the piece to shake it up a little bit and make it a little extraordinary. The white space provided for the logo on the bottom is really nice and helps accentuate the college's name. In the end, this is the design that I would send to my client. It also helps if I spelled the word college correctly. I may be a good designer, but I am not a good speller or a copywriter, so run this stuff by someone else, always. Finally, I am showing you the process I went through to create this layout. As you can see, I really struggled with the right placement and balance for the headline. I ended up making the headline smaller, so it ended up not competing with the photos.